My apologies, people. People were texting me in the middle of my videos, and apparently, when people text you, it just cuts your video all the way off. Just disrespectful. Facebook need to get their life together. So, as I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted, I am uh I have been over the last few weeks trying to figure out what's next, right? What do I want to do next? How am I going to help and support people as they work through, different challenges in their life? Because that's, essentially what we out here doing in the reset room is trying to help you reset where you want to be, what you want to do, how you going to get there. I hope you got some kind of plan. Listen, I'm all about a plan, right? If you ain't got no plan, you ain't gonna make it. But so as I've been thinking over the last couple of weeks of, what's next for me, I decided to start this segment called Come Up Conversations, right? And don't pay no attention to what's in the back, right? Like I write on my walls. This is what I do. I have dry erase board paint all over my house because I'm a very visual person and I like to write on my walls and plot stuff out, right? Strategy is my gift. So I decided to start this weekly segment called Come Up Conversations. And it blossomed out of me and my girl, Rhonda. Shout out to Rhonda Douglas Willis. Yeah, I'm sorry. I got too many Rhondas in my circle, so I got to make sure I get them together. And they both got double names. What's up? What's up with that? So it started out of our journey of traveling and going all kinds of places across the country, right? So for those of you who have seen us, we've been to Canada and Philly and Washington, D.C. and all kind of stuff that I just can't remember right this moment, right? So we out here traveling, doing entrepreneurial moves, taking work retreats, doing us as entrepreneurs. And as we travel, we talk about the come up process, right? Man, when you are in the midst of transition, when you are in the midst of the storm and you are going through shit, right? Like life happens to all of us. And when we're in the midst of that come up process is so challenging. I mean, there's tears, there's arguing, there's fighting, there's overeating, there's all kind of unnecessary, unhealthy behaviors, and it just looks rough. And so as I started thinking about, man, how could I give back? What can I do? What is the reset room really all about? I really just love helping people as they transition, right? I love helping people get to whatever that next stage, that next phase, that they have for their life, right? What is it that you want to build? What kind of legacy do you want to leave? Like, you really ought to be thinking about legacy. Like, just in real life, you ought to be thinking about legacy. So when I think about the reset room, I think about, man, this would be a great opportunity for people to not just hear from me, right? Like, I know y'all love me and y'all love my voice. But the truth is, we all going through it. So I decided every week I'm going to have a guest on and we're just going to talk about the come up process, right? People are sharing their personal stories, their personal journeys, and from all different stuff. People pick their own topics, right? We don't have it's real life conversations with real life people dealing with real life shit. Right? So people talk about whatever they want. So some people come in and talk about divorce and how they were married for 20 years and it crumbled. Some people talk about entrepreneurial journeys. I got a lot of people talking about that because I'm surrounded by a lot of entrepreneurs. I have people talking about parenting issues and domestic violence, a lot of relationship issues. What else are we going to talk about that people have posed interest about? The transition of just getting into college and what that new scene going from home to college looks like, right? So all kinds of topics. People talk about whatever they want. So I want to just jump on and let y'all know that that's coming. Starts on Monday. As soon as I get off of this video, I'm going to post some of the pictures of people who are going to be sharing some of their stories. I'm going to share a link on how you can watch, all of that kind of stuff. But I also wanted to jump on and just let you know that if you want to be a guest, that's an opportunity too. So if you're interested in being a guest on the show, just put your name, just comment, say, hey, I'm interested in the video, and I will shoot you some information. Put your email. That's probably what would be most helpful. Put your email there, and we'll figure out how to get you on the show. So be looking for more information every single week. Every single day, probably, I'm going to be posting something about come up conversations. And I'm going to be jumping on a couple times a week just to talk about some of the things that, other things that I have going on. But if you really want sneak peek information and you just want to, stay on top of stuff, know who's coming next, interact with some of the guests, then you can join our Facebook group. It's called Come Up Conversations. Feel free to join us there. If you sign up to actually see some of the segments, there's a link you can just push the button and it'll let you join the group. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm super geeked. I love having conversations with people, and that's all it really is, right? It's just a conversation between me and whoever else is on the show, and they're sharing their personal journeys, right? And so I'm interviewing them. We're going back and forth. We're just having real life conversations. So I'm looking forward to be able to share this journey with you all. I'm going to put some links in the comments and whatnot. Feel free to share the video, comment, let us know if you're interested in participating as a guest. Shout out to you all who are watching. Peace. More information to come.